One of the coolest things about Bluey is all the secrets and little details hidden throughout the show. For example, did you know that the healers have middle names? But so far, only Bluey's middle name has been revealed? This happens in the episode Family Meeting, when Chili scolds Bluey for trying to bribe Bingo with a lollipop to get the youngest family member to testify in their family court case against Bandit. Of course, bribing someone is wrong, but there's something much more special behind this detail. Bluey's middle name is actually a tribute from Bandit to his mother, Nana, whose real name is Christine. Bluey and her grandmother share more in common than we might imagine, don't you think? This is just one of the many ways the show connects generations and highlights the importance of family. Had you noticed this little detail? Well, we've got plenty more to share with you in this video. So, come along with us as we uncover even more amazing secrets from the world of Bluey. Have you ever noticed that very few characters in Bluey wear clothes? Among them, one of the main ones is Indy, Bluey's classmate, who always wears a vest. But she's not the only one. Chico and Expedito, the workers helping to build the pond in the healer family's backyard, are also always shown wearing clothes. Other characters that wear clothes include those who work in Brisbane's shops and supermarkets. For example, Alfie, who helps Bandit pick out a birthday present for Muffin. Isn't this choice fascinating? Do you think the animators are trying to convey something through this? Chili, Bluey's mom, is known for her love of long walks and her appreciation for classic rock. We can clearly see this in the episode Weekend, where Bandit's wife uses a music player strapped to her arm while walking. If you look closely, the player's cover is a reference to the album The Dark Side of the Moon by the iconic 80s rock band Pink Floyd. Interestingly, Chili isn't the only character who enjoys 80s rock. In another scene, Rocco, Bandit's friend, is also shown listening to the same album while walking. Do they share the same taste in music? Or did the animators reuse the detail to save time? Speaking of characters' clothing or lack thereof, have you noticed something odd about the episode Obstacle Course? During a conversation between Stripe and Pat, Bandit's younger brother makes a motion as if rolling up his sleeves, something people do when preparing for hard work. But here's the catch, what sleeves? He's not wearing clothes. In fact, he never does. Even at Radley and Frisky's wedding, Stripe is only wearing a bow tie and no other accessories. This small gesture adds a humorous touch to the episode and makes us wonder how the animators portray the dog's perspective on their world. Switching topics, did you know there's solid proof in Bluey that dogs and cats are mortal enemies? Or at least they were in the distant past. This evidence appears in the episode Eyes, when the girls visit the healer family's office to observe the workers. If you look closely, you'll spot a painting in the corner of the background showing a prehistoric dog holding a cat, as if it had hunted the feline. Since that's Bandit's office, those are likely replicas of cave dog paintings from Bluey's world. This definitely suggests that, in the Bluey universe, dogs and cats had a history of rivalry. Maybe that's why we haven't seen any cats in the series, at least not yet. Do you enjoy fun facts as much as we do? If your answer is yes, type secret in the comments so we can see who the curious ones are in this community. Let's dive into a fascinating curiosity. It seems that the characters in Bluey get their names only after they are born, unlike human babies, whose parents often choose their names before birth. The dogs in Bluey are named based on their physical characteristics. A perfect example is Bluey herself, who was named for the color of her fur. Imagine if she had been named Bluey but looked like Bingo, it wouldn't make any sense, right? Furthermore, even with modern technology, ultrasounds can't show a puppy's fur color while they're still in the mother's belly. That's why the name is always chosen afterward. This is quite similar to what happens with pets in real life. Speaking of names, did you know that the terriers in the show share their names with Bluey's creator and his two real-life brothers? The little dogs are named Joe, Dan, and Adam, just like Bluey's creator Joe Brum and his brothers Dan Brum and Adam Brum. Another interesting fact is that these characters were inspired by the childhood of the three brothers, while Bandit, Stripe, and Radley represent their adult versions. This incredible connection ties the show's story to the creator's personal life. Now, going back to the episode Trot Eyes, there's one detail that really stands out. Chico is, so far, the only dog in the series shown with tattoos. And he doesn't have just one, he has two, a tiger on one arm and cherries on the other. Speaking of tattoos, let's focus on Chico's cherry tattoo. This likely holds a special meaning. It could be a tribute to his girlfriend. It makes perfect sense since her name is Cherry, which means cherry in English. This makes the tattoo a beautiful token of love and affection he has for her. The idea of names based on characteristics also applies to other characters. For instance, Chili's darker fur tones resemble the color of chili peppers. Aunt Brandy was named after the light-colored alcoholic drink, which matches her light fur. And Stripe? His name comes from the multiple colors in his fur that form unique stripes. In the episode Housework, there's a peculiar moment. The healer family's home is visibly messy, but there's one specific detail that most viewers missed. Underneath the couch, there's a dirty plate with what looks like a single pea. This dirty plate shows up in multiple scenes, suggesting it was deliberately placed there to be noticed. However, many people didn't catch this small detail. And speaking of Bluey's uncles, let's talk about Uncle Radley. He makes his first appearance in the episode Double Babysitter, where he meets Frisky, his future wife. What's interesting is that 18 episodes earlier, he had already appeared in a framed photo in Nana's living room during the episode Charades. Another fun fact about Uncle Radley is that his design has evolved throughout the series. In the framed photo from Charades, he has different features and less vibrant blue tones. Later, in subsequent episodes, his look was updated with brighter colors, fitting more closely with the show's primary blue color palette. Let's highlight one of the show's most memorable moments. There's a detail about poor Jeremias that many might have missed. If you think Bandit, the girl's dad, is the one who suffers the most in the series, think again. Jeremias, the garden dog, is without a doubt the champion of misery. This poor guy has been run over, destroyed, knocked down, and even used as a target and brutally kicked by an angry bride. We're all rooting for Jeremias to finally catch a break. Hang in there, Jeremias, you deserve a happy ending. Speaking of funny moments, let's revisit the episode Mum School, which revealed some surprising things about Chili, Bluey's mom. One such moment is when we find out that she swore once, as recounted by Bingo. This happened when the Healer family's dishwasher broke, and Chili let out a not-so-nice word. Bingo mentions it was the same word Expedito said on another occasion. This small moment shows that even the usually calm Chili has her moments of frustration. If you've made it this far, it's clear you love cartoons as much as we do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next videos packed with fascinating facts. In the same episode, we see how Bluey episodes are always interconnected. An interesting example is the pond Chili wanted to build in the backyard. Did you know this idea was first mentioned 17 episodes earlier in Obstacle Course? This continuity is one of the coolest aspects of Bluey. Every detail seems to be part of a larger universe, making the experience even more special. Now, going back to the episode Rug Island, there's a deeply emotional moment between Bingo and Lila, when Bingo discovers that Pat, Lucky's dad, changed the game's rules to make it more realistic. She can't hold back her tears and runs into Chili's arms. But what's even more touching is that Lila also gets emotional. You can see tears in her eyes because she truly feels her friend's pain. This small detail highlights how amazing and genuine their friendship is. In the same episode, we notice a fun little detail involving Buddy, Bingo's pug classmate. When his birthday is approaching, we see some refrigerator magnets at home. One of these magnets features the monkey from the movie Cheeky Chimps. These tiny Easter eggs make the show even more enjoyable for viewers who pay attention to the details. Shifting focus, let's talk about Bluey's sporty side, which is showcased in several episodes. One of these moments is when we learn she earned second place in a swimming competition. This is just one of many examples proving how dedicated Bluey is to the sports she loves. Additionally, in the episode Bin Night, we see Bluey wearing a karate gi. At the beginning of the episode, she has a white belt, but over time, she progresses to wearing a yellow belt, showing improvement in the sport during the weeks portrayed in the episode. These two moments, the swimming competition and her advancement in karate, demonstrate Bluey's dedication and determination in everything she does. Bluey is undoubtedly one of the most well-rounded and engaging shows to watch. Whether it's through the hidden details or the heartfelt stories, it's hard not to fall in love with the series and its characters. And since we know you love having fun, we've left 2 awesome video suggestions for you to keep the Bluey spirit alive. Click on one and enjoy more entertaining content.